What's up, guys? How are you guys doing this day? I hope you guys have a wonderful rest throughout the weekends. I surely did. Although I didn't really do much though. I mainly just just stay at home, cook, do some chores. But on Father's Day, I did hang out with my family. Just to celebrate with my dads and the other family members and stuff. Went out to get some Korean barbecue. That was good. Yeah, but other than that, I just stay at home and just kind of edit my VOD. Got some clips out of it and come up with this week streaming schedules. Yes, and today we will be just having a chill streams, ranking noodle dish I ate. I've been wanting to do this for quite a long times, but didn't really have to find a opportunity to do it, so might as well do it on streams. And how are you guys doing? Um, oh, throughout the weekends, I actually did finish Moon Knight and Breaking Bad shows. Really good show though. Really good shows. And yeah, honestly, if you haven't watched Moon Knight or Breaking Bad, definitely recommend you guys to watch it. I actually this when I watched Breaking Bad this time, it is actually my second time watching it. The first time I watched it with my friends, but I stopped it around like season 4. Or season 3, kind of forgot, but I stopped it, due to time conflict and couldn't really watch with them. But on the second time when they rewatch, I watched it with them, and I realized that I should have just finished it the first time. It was just so good. I kept, I kept watching it, and also yesterday I also finished the El Camino movie, the sequel to the what happened after Breaking Bad. That was peak too. I think all three shows, Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, and the movie El Caminos, is all bangers, all fires. So definitely a top tier shows there, top tier franchise actually. For Moon Knight, I think for Moon Knight it was good. I think I give it like an 8 out of 10. But sadly, after finishing the show came out like in 2022, but I didn't feel like watching it until now. But sadly, they discontinued the shows. So there will be no season 2. They canceled that. I was so sad. That was very unfortunate because I was looking forward to to watch the what happened after, to the main character after the first seasons, but I guess we never know. I guess I just have to play Marvel Rivals and deal with the that characters or something. But other than that, oh, did you guys watch the World Cup? Um, I just gonna say this: Project Blue Lock is real. Like, did you see Japan versus Tunisia? Like 4-0, 4-0. That was crazy. Like I'm, this is sad, but it's true. Vietnam will most likely would never make it to the World Cup. So, I gotta, pick another Asian representative to support, and there's only two, here in the World Cup, which is Korea and Japan. Well, uh, and I think Japan is the better Asian team at the World Cup. Sadly, Korea didn't really step up their games. Didn't really make a impact. Through for their I think 2 games. They lost to Mexico, I believe so. Did they play a second game? I'm not sure. But Japan, they tied 2-2 against Netherlands, and they beat Tunisia 4-0 on Saturday. That was epic. Like, people people around the world just think Asians aren't built for soccer because they're small, they aren't that tall. As compared to like Westerners who super tall or can jump super high. So I'm just feel really proud to be Asians when Asian teams achieve something on the world stage. So I will be cheering for Japan's other way. Hopefully they make it to the next this next stage of the World Cup. Is that I'm not sure what it's called? Bracket stage? Right now it's group stage. But they're looking pretty good. And do you guys know that Japan actually building a project Blue Lock based in I think the US? I saw something about that. I saw like a news about how Japan is building like a program, like a youth program that based in the US, and they will like find the most talented uh youth soccer player and train them for their national teams or something like that. Project Blue Lock is real, guys. But so I'm looking forward to the futures. Maybe we can see some you know real strikers who birthed out of that programs. Who knows? But I think other than that, other than that, nothing really happened. Nothing else really happened throughout the weekend for me. What about you guys? I hope you guys do anything. Hope you guys did something fun with your family on Father's Days, or at least chills throughout the weekends, I guess. Play games, watching shows. But today, let me tell you guys about what we will do today. Let me switch to the switch rooms real quick. Okay, so today we will be ranking the, all the noodle dish that I ate. Last night I tried to, find all the dish that I ate. I came up with I think 32 dishes, noodle dishes that I can think of, and get the pictures. So we will be ranking from. Let me go through the ranking for you guys. So S tier is the dish that I think I would able to eat it every day, right? And then A tier is maybe once or twice per week. Oh, I see, every week. Uh, B tier is, you know, I'm down to get it a couple of times per month. Like it's okay, but it's nothing too crazy. C tier is, yeah, I would get it to change up taste bud. After a couple months. It's like it's nothing too crazy, also nothing too good. Like I guess C tier dish are like I give it a try once in a while, just kind of maybe miss the taste of it, or I could kind of forgot the taste of it, and I just want to try it. D tiers are probably dishes that I tried once and I don't plan to try it again. Not saying that it's like trash or anything, but those dishes are probably my, just so that doesn't suit my taste. So I would prefer, there are dishes that like in my mind right now, probably wouldn't go out my way to find a restaurant that sell it and buy it. Yep. And the criteria when I'm rating these dishes are the proteins, what kind of meat they have, and then the noodle type. Whether it's egg noodles, rice vermicellis, glass noodles. The noodle type does affect the, probably one of the most important aspect of a noodle dish. And the soup taste, yes. For for I guess for a soup noodles, soup taste is probably the most important aspect of a noodle dish. But if there is no soup for like dry noodle dish, then I guess I'm just gonna skip that. And then the next part I will be talking about is vegetable to meat ratios. Like, some dishes are having too much vegetables on there, but like very little meat. I'm not a vegetable guy. I don't really like vegetable that much. So if a dish have too much vegetable, I think for me, it's a minus. This is point deductions. And the last aspect actually not the last, but the next one is oily or not. If a dish can be good, but if it's too oily, then I probably wouldn't like to eat it too much. Even if it's good, then probably maybe a couple times, maybe it deserve like a B tiers or something, because it's just not good for your health. You're eating oily noodle dish every day, or too often. And then the second to the last criteria is messy or not. When you eat like a noodle dish, I guess this is only like a small criteria to be considered, but whether the dish having too much, I guess, I don't know, color on there, could be a messy to eat. You know, if you wear like a white shirt or something, could get on your clothes and just kind of destroying your mood of eating it. Or if it's like if the protein is require a lot of work to eat, like a crab or something, you know, um, then it could be like some point deduction too. And then, last but not least, uniqueness. Whether the dish is unique or not. The dish can be good, but it's like nothing too special about it. Then, I don't think it really deserve the S tiers. Because for me, I don't know I don't know what is it for you guys, but for me, I love like um underrated dish or an underrated anything, underground anything like shows, anime, food. So if a dish is like too popular and like everybody's eating it, I'm not hating on it, but I just think that it's just nothing too special. So I'm tend to support more, more less popular dishes. Hi Foxy Socks. Welcome to my stream this week. Well, but today I will be just talking about noodle dish today. Just kind of ranking it for a little bit. But if you don't know me, my name is Kudakki, but you can refer me to Ducky. I'm a detective VTuber. I mainly stream like single player games, story based games. But my background is actually League of Legends and Marvel Rival player. But I think I would prefer, something more than depressions and toxicities outside my life once in a while. So I decided to stream mainly variety streams of single player games. Also in the future, I kind of want to do some maybe art streams. I'm trying to learn art right now, and also cooking streams because I love to cook, but I haven't figured out the setup for that yet. So for now, just gonna play games and just do a little bit of variety streams here and there. Like today, not playing games, but just kind of talk about ranking noodle dish. So welcome. Okay. I think. Oh, and for the list I prepared today, you might notice it, but I think 60 or 70% of the dish on here might be Vietnamese because yes, I am Vietnamese, so most of the dish I eat is Vietnamese. So let's move on to the first dish, guys. I think it is right to rate pho. Pho, my Vietnamese, I guess, national dish internationally. But actually, pho is not considered national dish in Vietnam because pho is actually just a breakfast dish for for students and worker to eat it fast, hot, delicious, and just kind of fill their stomach and then go to work. Vietnamese people need um rice for their lunch or their dinner. So pho is actually only like a breakfast dish from Vietnam's, and Vietnamese doesn't really consider pho to be like a main dish, I think. Compared to other parts of the world, right? For example, United States, pho is actually really popular. You can eat it any times on the day, morning, lunch, dinners. But Actually, the soups in the state is actually much saltier than the soups in Vietnam. So me personally, I think pho is good. The proteins, okay. When you say pho, there's actually two type of pho. It's chicken pho or beef pho, or I guess the name is pho đặc biệt usually, but it's basically a mixture of different parts of the cow, like meatballs, flank, uh, tripe, um, other protein that I cannot remember the names of, but compared to other dishes, I think pho is deserved to be like an A. You know, why do I not put it in an S? Because I think pho is just not that unique. Like everybody know pho. What is so unique about pho? Just rice noodles and then meat and then yeah, I guess the soup is its signatures, but other dish have their own soup too. So I think it's an A tier. So me personally, I wouldn't put it for S tier for my list, just because I think there are other dish on here that I would rather eat every day compared to pho. Yes. Okay. Next thing is also a pho dish, but this is a chicken pho or pho gà, in Vietnamese. Chicken pho is the soup. I don't think you see a lot of restaurant over here sells chicken pho because it's just really easy to make, and I don't think it's on high demands over here. I'm not sure. Okay. Might need to fact check this, but I think chicken pho might be in Vietnam too. You don't really see it much, but it might be located in the North Vietnam more. Cause in the South, usually I usually actually only see beef pho. But anyways, for chicken pho, the soup is more less salty, of course. Uh, it tastes more. I guess what's the word for that? Chill, I guess. If the beef pho soups is like hitting you, punching you into your face. The chicken pho soup is more like like care for you, I guess. Chill is more chill. That flavor, it's not bland, but it's more like calm flavors, right? So I think it's would I get it once or twice every week? Would I put it in an A-tier? I don't think so. But I think it will be like a B tier. I think I'm down to get it a couple times per month only. Just because there's all is compared also uniqueness too. It's nothing too special about it. It's mostly like the rice noodles and also just chicken breast or chickens just any part of the chickens. Oh, but do you know that another fun fact is for chicken pho, the chicken pho in Vietnam, they use like what is it, like more exercise chickens. Like when they raise the chickens, they let it run around in the farm. So because of because the chickens were able to run a lot. Oh, hi, hello Mito. Welcome to my streams. Today we just talking about ranking the noodle dish that I ate. Oh yes. So if you don't know about me, just let me just introduce myself. My name is Kudakki, or you guys can also call me Daki. I'm a detective VTuber. I mainly streams like single player games. just chill games and just kind of variety streams here and there. But I also play League and Marvel Rivals, but I don't have plans to stream it anytime soon. And today we are just gonna rank a couple noodle dish that I eat throughout my life, and we have from S tier to D tier, from what I would eat every day to so far I only tried once and probably don't have to try it again. And when I rank these, I tend to rank on based on the different aspect of a noodle dish. Like protein, soup types, vegetable to meat ratios, because I don't really like vegetable like that. Yeah, but are you a more of a noodle person or a rice person, Mito? And everybody in the chat too. For me, I think I would. No, for me it's like a 50-50. I like noodles. I like rice too. But I'm not sure what about you guys, like whether you guys prefer more of a noodle dish or rice dish. Yeah. But that's I would put chicken pho for B tier. Okay, the next one, let's see. I guess the next one I would put bún bò Huế. So, bún bò Huế is basically another Vietnamese dish. You guys may or may not know about this. I guess it's relatively popular for Vietnamese cuisines, but I guess some people still don't know about it. Oh, I see. That's a shame. But what type of noodle that you have, Mito? Like, do you have like, just like ramen, or do you have, other type of like noodle too? Anyways, but bún bò Huế is actually in English called Huế spicy beef noodle soups. It actually does not have a lot of vegetable in here. Mostly, I think beef slice, meat. For the noodles, I think it's like the thicker types of the rice noodles. The soups, yes, the soup is also very powerful too, very flavorful, but very messy. The soup base is really red, so if you wear like a white clothes or something and you eat bún bò Huế, yeah, you might stain your shirt. Oh, I think a microwave one. You need to try. You need to try like an actual, noodle dish to maybe have a feel of how good like a noodle that tastes. But microwave ones and like instant noodles is okay. It's good. Like I have Shin ramens and like the Asians one like Kudakki too. I do have it on here too, as you can see. It's more like, I think those are more like a midnight snack more. It's not bad, but I don't think it's kind of do the rest of the noodle dish justice, So maybe if you have a chance, maybe give other noodle type a try. Oh, I see. Flat rice noodles. Makes sense. Yeah. When I was a kid, I also do not like the thicker types of like the noodle for bún bò Huế. It just cause like, I don't know, when I suck it up, it tends to stuck in my throat. So I don't really like it when I was a kid. However, when I grow up and able to chew the noodle correctly, I think I like it more. Definitely something I think I'm down to get it. I think it's on the same level as pho for me. 80 once or twice a week. Oh, actually, I'm kind of should I get it or S too? I'm imagining myself to get it every day. And actually, I don't mind to get it every day too. I think it's S tier for me. I think between pho and bún bò Huế, I might actually pick bún bò Huế over pho too. Spicy noodles. Oh yeah. Yeah, spicy noodle is I have actually I have, let's see. One of the dish in Vietnam, they call it like 7-level spicy noodles. I think it's originated from Korea more. But basically those they use like a typical ramen noodle pack, and they just have a 7 different type of soups that go from first level is no spicy at all to level 7 is like make you sweat and like breathe hella hard, I guess. Just think of Dave hot chickens, but instead of chickens it's noodle soups. Just think about that. Just like that, yeah. And I do have it on here too. Is this one? I will have it like I will talk about it later. Okay, next ones. Let's see. Bún riêu. Bún riêu. This is the dish. Let's see. In English, it's translated to crab and tomato noodle soups. I don't know if you guys have this or not. It's one of the in Vietnam is really popular. It's one of the most popular dish for noodle dish in Vietnam. But over here, I think not a lot of people know about this. So I'm not sure if you guys ever eat bún riêu before. But for bún riêu, it consists of crab paste. The giant meat are over there, if you can see. Let me just actually zoom this up real quick. There you go. So this is bún riêu, and it consists of crab paste and tofu. It could consist of like a fish cake too, but usually just tofu and crab paste, and of course tomatoes. Usually like maybe 3 to 4 slices of tomatoes. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mito. Okay, so for this dish, I think it's good. For me personally, protein-wise, crab paste, tofu is good. It's probably A or S tier for me, Soup-wise too. Soup-wise too is a little bit sour. It's not like super sour, but like a little soury because of tomatoes. Also very I don't know. I don't know if it's like I want to say like more you can taste like the seafood in there because of the crab. I guess crab flavor in the soup too, but definitely if you don't like seafood and like if you think it's like fishies, definitely not like that at all. It's just for me it's just like more of a balance, like a balanced flavor between seafood flavor, or I guess not seafood but crab flavor, and celery from the tomatoes. But what I don't like about this dish is the amount of tomatoes slice they have on there. I'm rating this as like a whole dish, right? Like I'm not obviously when I order it, I could say like, oh please no tomato slice it, please, But I'm rating the dish as a whole, and with this dish, there is a lot of tomatoes on there, and I don't like tomatoes. I don't know, like I can eat tomato slice on like a burger, but what I put on there is like chunks of tomatoes. Like just think of tomatoes, and you slice it into like 4 pieces. That's the chunk they give me, and I tried to eat it one time because I don't want to waste food. Definitely give me the gag. I gag up a a lot, and I can only finish like maybe 2 slices or 4 slices. So I think for this, I think I put it in C tier. I only get it after a couple months. I think I would get it to change up the taste bud a little bit. It's actually been a really long time since I get bún riêu too. Maybe like near 6 months since I get it. So that's why I would put it here. It is special though. It's pretty special with the crab paste, and the soup too. But it just not, just not fit my taste because of the amount of tomatoes they put on there. Okay, moving on to let's see. I guess I rate the Taiwanese beef noodle soups. This is the Taiwanese beef noodle soups. I got introduced this by my friend. I have a lot of Taiwanese friends. Me personally, when I eat it, I don't know. I don't know if because the restaurant that made it or not, but it wasn't anything too crazy that blew my mind. The vegetable on there, they do have like one giant vegetable. Cabbage? I'm not sure what's the vegetable type of this is, but for this dish, it's really simple. Consists of noodles. According to my friend, the noodles is different based on like the chef. You can use like rice noodles or egg noodle too, and then you have, beef. Which part of the cow that you want to use for this dish is depend. But when I eat it, it's more. I think it's the rib. They use the cow rib for the dish that I ate, and then like a couple pieces of vegetables on the side. For me, the soups at the restaurant that made me, it wasn't anything too special. It was kind of, I guess, bland. Yeah, it wasn't like a punch in my face, or like it wasn't chill too. It's just nothing. Yeah, I couldn't really taste much. The noodles was okay, nothing too special. I guess the meat was pretty good. I think the meat, they usually make it really soft too. So I think for it, I give the proteins of this dish like A tier. And of course for the choice of vegetables, I do not like it. I don't like the is it bok choy? Oh no, it's definitely not bok choy. Oh, forgot what is the name of this vegetable, but yeah, that's not the one of the type of vegetable that I like. So I think I would get it a C tier. After a couple months, I would get it to change the taste bud. I wouldn't put it in D tier because I don't think I have enough experience with it yet. So I feel it's unfair to judge one of Taiwanese most popular dish to be like, I would never try it again, because according to my friend, yeah, depending on the chef too, the dish can taste a lot better. So I would definitely want to give it another try, at a different restaurant or something to see the true potential of this dish. But what about you guys in the chat? You guys ever tried the Taiwanese beef noodle soup? Like, I actually never heard of this dish before until pretty really recently, like only a couple, maybe last year. One of my friends talk about like Taiwanese, beef noodle soup. Like, beef noodle soup, isn't that like, like a soup with noodles and beef? Is like, isn't that sound very basic? Like, it doesn't, the name doesn't scream Taiwanese. You have to add Taiwanese beef noodle soup in order to make it a national dish for Taiwan. For pho, you don't just say like rice beef noodle soups, or beef rice noodle soup. You know, for pho they have its own name for pho, or bún riêu, or bún bò Huế. You know, beef noodle soup is more like descriptions of the names. I don't know if they have like a other other Taiwanese name for it, but that's just my view on there. But yes, C tiers for me for this dish. What about you guys? I don't know if you guys are, uh, um, ever try this dish before. I know among the mods, there's are a couple Taiwanese in there, so maybe they would have a different opinions on this. Okay, moving on to let's move on to Philippines with palabok. Okay, for palaboks, I love palaboks. Even though for some reason my Filipino friend, they said like it tastes nothing. They didn't like that it's bland, but yeah, it's more so in English, palabok is basically shrimp sauce noodles. So the stars of the dish is the sauce. The red sauce over here, and the protein is I think minced meat, or ground beef, I guess, and shrimp with slices of quail egg or egg, but I only ever got it from Jollibee, so they use quail egg in there. But I from the pictures, I think like if the actual restaurant make it, they probably give me more eggs than that. But my Filipino friend doesn't really like this dish. He says bland. Yes, understandable, because there's the sauce will make the noodles less bland. So I like the sauce. I think the sauce good. It's a good good combinations of a little bit of spicy and soury too. I think I taste a little bit of soury in there. And the protein choice with ground beef. I don't have it with shrimp yet because I bought it at Jollibee's. But the ground beef make the dish less boring, I guess. That's what I would say. And then also the quail egg too. And I usually eat with like fried chickens, or could be other protein of your choice too. I think this dish is a very flexible dish. Just think of like a instant buldak noodles. You can eat it with anything, right? Any protein of your choice. And for that, I think it is a plus point for this dish. And another thing is it has no vegetable on here. Very little vegetables, only maybe green onions on there. So I really like that. So what I would put for this is, I think honestly, I'm down to get it every day. I think it's S tier for me. Y'all might have a different opinion, but I think palabok is one of my favorites. And I'm down to get it every day. And I think it's a fire leftover too. So, if this leftover for like midnight snacks or late night meal, palabok is probably top tiers for me. Okay. Let's move on to I guess there's udon. Let's do udon. Udon. I think this is from Japan. Very basics, as you can see from the pictures. I think it's usually you eat with fried vegetables or fried, tempura shrimp. But judging from the dish itself, only very simple. So the uniqueness is basically zeros. Nothing really unique about this. But the soup wise, I really like the soups. The soup is very not a punch to your face, but more like chill. I don't know, like imagine like you just on a field of flowers, you know, like very chill sceneries, very calm. That's similar to what the soup tastes like. So, I think for this, sorry, for S tier we got bún bò Huế and palabok, Philippines palabok. And then for A tier so far, we got some phở đặc biệt, or like the beef pho one. And then for B tier, we got the chicken pho, you know. And then for C tier so far, we got bún riêu, or the crab and tomato noodle soup from Vietnam, and beef noodle soup, Taiwanese beef noodle soups. I don't know if you were here, but I was explaining why I would put it in C tiers. But basically, it's from the, I don't know, it's because my friend told me that depending on the spot too, and the beef noodle soups is the taste is very between the chef, like the noodle choice too is very between the chef, and the spot that I try, it doesn't, you know, surprise me at all. Like, I was excited when I tried beef noodle soups, and then when I tried it, I was like, oh wow, that's it? Like, the soup is not like kicked into my face, like, or it didn't wow me, you know. I didn't get wow. And the vegetable too, I don't know, is it cabbage? The vegetable choice on this dish too, it's not one of my favorite too, so it's another point deduction for me. Oh, and you know, before you asking me like why, you know, if I don't like vegetable, I can just order them to, like, you know, check it out or don't include on the dish. But today I will be rating the dish like as a whole dish, and so, you know, I want to rate like how much vegetable to meat ratios on a dish too. Like, so, and if a dish have too much vegetable, because I'm not a vegetable guy, I would, that's some point deduction too for me. So, yeah. Whenever I go to Taiwan, I definitely want to give the authentic beef noodle soups a try too. You know, because for pho, the authentic pho in Vietnam definitely tastes a lot different than pho over here. Mainly because of the soup. The soup in Vietnam, they are obviously less salty. They don't use a lot of MSG. It's more like, instead of like, you know, kicking you into the face, it's more like calm and chill. Like peaceful. You know, it gives you the when you slurped up the soups in authentic Vietnamese pho, it's gives you like peace, I guess. Yeah. It's but what else? Oh yes, I was talking about beef noodle soup. Another thing about beef noodle soups that is a minus point for me. You might disagree about this, but I think I'm also grading this dish on uniqueness. Whether they are unique or not, I have their own, you know, their own kick. Also could be a minus or a plus point for me. And for beef noodle soup, it's just nothing unique about this, right? You know, you just have beef, you have noodles, and you have a choice of vegetables. Very basics. Even the names of the beef noodle soups is just beef noodle soups. Just a description of the dish. And you have to add Taiwanese beef noodle soup in there in order to recognize that, oh, this dish is a national dish from Taiwan. So, in my opinion, I think the uniqueness of this dish is not there, and I think it's I guess I don't know. I also did kind of deduct some points when I consider like what rank I gave it to, because before I only know about this dish like maybe a year ago. Before this, when my Taiwanese friend talking about, oh, today I have beef noodle soups, I was like, huh? Wait, beef noodle soups? Isn't that just, you know, basic dish of noodles, soups, and beef? You know, so until they say like, oh no, it's an actual national dish from Taiwan. So they had, they have their own recipes and stuff too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yep, definitely. That's why I have pho ga or chicken pho in B tier. Nothing too special on this. It's probably less special than actual the beef pho too, because at least in the beef pho there's like other type of meat. Pho đặc beef. Usually for the beef pho I order like pho đặc beef, which is have like mixtures of different part of the cow in there, right? But for pho ga, it's just literally just pho and chickens. Yep. But yeah, understandables. I don't know if in Taiwan there is another name for Taiwanese beef noodle soups. But based on what I know, uh, beef noodle soup, the name wise, is very basic. So there's really nothing unique about it. Okay. So now, right now, after before you joins, and we switch back into talking about beef noodle soups. I was rating udon. Oh, I see. But okay, for udon, Japanese dish, name wise, very unique. Udons is not just like, I don't know, thick egg noodles. Udon is that they have like their own, name for it now. It's like a brand for it, the noodle now. For the dish wise, uniqueness for names, S tier. But for the uniqueness for the dish wise, nothing too specials. Just soups and noodles. And soup wise, I really like the soup. I think the soup wise is deserved to be an S tier. Very very light, very not that salty. It can warm your heart when you slurp it up. However, personal opinion, I don't like udon noodles. It's too thick. When I eat noodles, I prefer thinner noodles. Easier to slurp it up, easier to chew. You feel more full in your mouth, I guess. But for udon, the noodle is too thick. When you eat it, it feel like even though it does fill your mouth up, but it's not at the same time too. Like you can have like maybe 5 strings of udon in your mouth, and that's already enough for you to chew. But it also doesn't really fill up my mouth like that. I'm not sure. It's like, I don't know if you guys have the same feelings or not, but that's how I feel when I eat udon. Like, I don't like the textures of it. Not like it's not like I hate it. I think it's still okay, but it's just also like sometimes I also choke on the noodle too. It's just too slippery, Like sometimes I'd be eating udons and like one of the strings just slip down my throat, and then I'd be like, So I think for this dish, I think I would B tier. I think I'm down to get it a couple times per month. The reason why I don't put it in C tier is because the soup base. I think I really like the soups. The soup base, and also I think it usually you eat with fried tempura stuff too, right? Like tempura vegetables or tempura, was it shrimp? Yeah, tempura shrimp. I like that aspect of the dish. It's a dish you can eat it any time of day. Like morning for breakfast, you can eat it too. For dinners, you can eat it too. Very very so. Yep, B tier. I'm down to get it a couple times per month. Okay. Next dish. Let's do another. Let's go back to Vietnamese. Let's do miếng gà. Miếng gà is basically, in translations, chicken glass noodle soup. Let me just say, first dish in D tier. So far, I tried once and doesn't plan to try it again. If udon noodles get stuck in my throat occasionally, then for miếng gà, for glass noodle, for this dish, it's always stuck in my throat for some reason. Like, the last time let me tell you guys, the last time I get this, I was in elementary school. My dad bring me and my family for like a breakfast spot, and really famous one too, by the way. And they sell chicken glass noodle soups. And when I eat it, I don't like the noodle type. Even though, like, for other people it tastes good. Like my dad like it, my other family member like it, but for me, it's just really hard to eat. Like to chew too. It's so slippery when you chew it. It doesn't taste firm. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but compared to egg noodles, it doesn't really taste firm. The soup wise, nothing too special too. Soup wise, really light, really bland. I think you tend to eat with fish sauce for this one too. You triple a little bit of fish sauce on here, and then you eat. Yeah, there's the proteins of chickens, also very basic too. But I definitely not getting this ever again. Like even not even to try on the second times. Even like maybe more than 10 years after, I still have no craving for this dish. So Vietnamese chicken glass noodle soups, I put in D tier. I don't know if do you guys like glass noodles? Typically I never have a lot of glass noodle dish before, so I'm not sure about like other way of cooking glass noodles, but not a fan of glass noodle. I'm not even sure like how glass noodle work. Like, what does it even made out of? Like for egg noodles, you make it out from eggs. Rice noodles, you make it out from rice. And you can also kind of see the characteristic of the original ingredient. For egg is yellow. For rice noodle is white. But for glass noodle, it's like, see through. So I'm not sure it's like what it's actually made from. So for me, D tiers for this dish. Oh, I guess I should talk about like other aspects, right? So, noodle types, D tiers, soup taste, normal. I think nothing too special too. Vegetables to meat ratios. I think for miếng gà or glass for this dish, there is definitely more meat than vegetables, so I guess it is a plus. Oily or not, definitely not oily at all. You can see like in the dish, there's not even like a drop of oil in there. Definitely not messy to eat, but the eating techniques is depending on people's, you can feel differently. Glass noodle is require a lot of harder to chew and stuff. Uniqueness, there is no uniqueness. There is no uniqueness of this dish. So yes, teacher for me. Okay, I think the next dish I should rate is Korean. Jajang, what's it called? In Korean, this is called jajangmyeon, aka black bean noodles. Yeah, I have it noted. Black bean noodles in Korea. I think this deserves A tier. A tiers. Why? Because okay, I never have an actual black bean noodles from a restaurant. I only ever have it for from a instant noodle, one of those like instant noodle package. But definitely it shocked me. Like it tastes really good already from a pre-packaged noodles. So and also even in that noodles package, for the sauce, it has I think the protein is like clams or something. It tastes like clam for me, but I'm not sure if it's actually clam or not. But it's like chunks of like some type of clams or abalones. But it's a if you guys don't know, I don't know if you guys ever eat black bean noodles before, but it's a really simple dish. It has the egg noodles and black bean sauce. I think they cook with the protein is like gotta be some type of clams in there, and then for vegetable choice, there aren't really that much vegetable choice, but you can put like cucumber on there or something. And then when you eat it, you mix it up. Think of it like pasta, or I guess palabok right above it. You mix the sauce and the noodles up. The stars of this dish is definitely the sauce. The sauce is good. It's tasty, but for some people could be a little bit salty. But for me, I think it's the right amount of saltiness. But yeah, some people eat a little bit bland. So I understand that to some the sauce can be a little bit too salty. So I put it A tier once or twice every week. The reason why I would not put this in S tier for every day, because like I said, also the saltiness, too salty. I don't think I can eat this every day. I think I would get bored of it really easily, because there aren't that much of protein in there. Most of them, I think 40 to 50% of this are sauce. 30 or 40% are noodles, and then the other the 10% are the protein, or maybe even less. Yeah, you cannot even see the proteins in the pictures. Yeah, for messy to eat it or not, obviously very messy. The sauce is really have a lot of have very dark color on there. So if you're wearing like a white shirt or something, and you slurping it up, and then just got on your shirt and you basically cook, the two colors that I don't really like when I eat noodles are like the red color from bún bò Huế, for example, and the black color from soups, like black bean noodles. For uniqueness, name wise, S tier. Uniqueness name, very unique names. Jajangmyeon, Uh, even though the original name is Koreans, a lot of people know about it for know of this dish from the Korean name too. And then to some other black bean noodle too. Black bean noodles also sounds very unique too, right? Because like black beans noodle. When a person who don't know about a dish, uh, talk about this, or we're told that like, oh, have you ever tried black bean noodles? In their mind, we're like, black bean noodles, like what, noodle with beans? Like, how does that work? It tastes bad, it tastes disgusting. What? But then when they actually see this, like, oh, this is what it means. It's the sauce. I don't actually know if they actually use any beans in here, but yeah, I think it's very unique in here. Oh, for real? I don't really. I'm not a bean guy, so like I think I don't like desserts that have beans in there. Um, like red beans, green beans. Never eat any dessert with beans, like for example, mochis, or like even the traditionals Vietnamese desserts. Yeah, or oh, Filipinos dessert like halo halo. I never get it with beans in there. Like I tried halo halo once and I never tried it again because they have beans in there and I just don't like it. Yeah, bean paste. Yeah. But I think I just don't like the texture of the beans. For if the beans make into like a sauce, like black bean noodles, for example, I taste it. For example, or if it's like, you know, green beans. I guess I eat green beans. If it's like in fried rice or something, sometimes I use it for in fried rice. I eat it. Or is it pea? Is green peas still like a type of beans? I'm not sure, but yes, I eat it. I eat those. Red beans, I only eat it if it's like a paste, like red beans ice cream. I eat it, but if it's like red beans stuffing in mochi, where it could have still some textures of the bean in there, I don't think I would like it. I think I would rather get like other stuffing in there. Taiyaki too. Taiyaki's the original flavor of taiyakis in Korea. They have red beans, pastings, or stuffing in there too. So that's what I also don't like about taiyaki. But I'm glad that a lot of places here in the US they sell taiyaki with like other stuffing, like Oreos or like cheese. I usually get those. I never get like the green red bean one. So what else? Oh, I was talking. Oh yeah, the uniqueness of the names. Okay, yeah, a very unique name for black bean noodles or jajangmyeon. So B tier. I would definitely get it once or twice every week. And also, honorable mentions about the dish is I think it would make a banger midnight snack or leftover. Like it's easy to microwave, right? Like you imagine you have like a leftover black bean noodles that's already mixed. You just put in your bowl, microwave it, and eat it. No need to reheat the soups because they have no soups. Or you have the packaged noodles one. Super easy. Just 3 minutes on boiling the noodles and heat up the sauce package, and then after maybe 5 minutes max, you have yourself a delicious bowl of black bean noodles. So definitely A tier for me. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, let's do an S tier ones. Hủ tiếu. This I think is it. Hủ tiếu Nam Vang. Hủ tiếu Nam Vang. AKA Phnom Penh styles noodle soups. I think this is a Vietnamese. Okay, I put it in S. Yeah, this is my S tier dish. This dish I think originate from Phnom Penh is where is Phnom Penh? It's Cambodia. Yeah, I almost said it's like in Singapore for some reason. But Phnom Penh is Cambodia, and because Cambodia is Vietnam's neighbor, cuisines is inspired from that country. So basically, Hủ Tiếu Nam Vang, or okay, let me just use it in English, is actually I'm gonna just say it's Hủ Tiếu Nam Vang because Phnom Penh style noodle soup is a little bit too long. Okay, Hủ Tiếu Nam Vang is basically the noodle choice is rice noodles. Same thing you eat. I think the same one that you eat with similar type with pho. Similar type with the noodle that you use in pho. For the protein choice, a lot of protein choice. My favorite, the traditional one, they have like the seafood one too, but the traditionals, Hủ Tiếu Nam Vang, have shrimp in there. As you can see, there's also ground beef. There's pork. Yeah, pork. Pork liver. Pork intestine. And then I think quail eggs. I think that's all. But I know there's some people who get disgusted by intestines. But for me, I love intestines. I love, maybe because I'm Asians, but pork intestines is one of my favorite proteins to have on a dish. I also eat like pork blood too. In some, like I think down here there are in Bún Bò Huế too. Yeah, Bún Bò Huế, they do have pork blood in there too. Oh, never mind. I guess the rest of the dish doesn't really have like the pork blood. But the reason why I put this in S tier because the amount of meat to vegetable ratio is probably 9:1. As you can see, a lot of variety of meat on here. The soups taste very light, not salty. Very a good combination with the noodles. Noodle types, you cannot go wrong with rice noodles. Soup taste, I said that's oily or not. Definitely not oily at all. Also, you don't need any sauce. Like, you can eat this dish with no sauce. But if you want a little bit of spiciness, you can put like satay. Is that what it's called in English? I don't know. You know, one of those chili paste that you always see in like Asian restaurants on next to the soy sauce and fish sauce on the tables, in like in the glass containers. Yeah, you put satay into this dish. You don't typically put like srirachas onto the dish, but if you don't have satay, then I guess you can. But it's usually weird to put srirachas on here. But I sometimes I do put sriracha on here when I eat this at home and I don't have satay. Oh, also they also have pork skins, like fried pork skins on there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's this like the yellow thingy on the right, on the right of the image. That's like they put like a couple of crispy pork skins on there, and it tastes really unique with every taste. You eat this. When you eat this, you eat with like every bite. You can either eat with all the proteins, or every bite you can have different type of protein. Like, one bite can be shrimp, one bite can be pork, one bite can be liver, one bite can be intestine, stuff like that. So, oh, name-wise, uniqueness, definitely very unique. I don't think there's a lot of people in the state know about this dish. So I would definitely want to recommend you guys to try this when you guys ever go to a Vietnamese restaurant. Um, even Vietnamese restaurant over in the state, there aren't a lot of people sell this dish. Like I have to find really hard to found a place that sell this dish in like the Vietnamese area too. Because like I don't know, like most of the restaurant in the Vietnamese area always want to sell like pho and stuff. It's like follow the basic, So oh, another thing is you can eat this with an extra noodles. You can ask to have egg noodles with rice noodle mixed up. That is what I get. The name is basically the same, but with the egg noodles in Vietnamese into the name called hủ tiếu mì. Nam Vang. Hủ tiếu means rice noodles, yes. Mì means egg noodles. And it's just Nam Vang, just I think just the names. Oh, I think gotta be like Phnom Penh. So Nam Vang is just like the translations in Vietnam. But yeah, I like to get it like a mixture of like egg noodles, more firm type of noodles, and then like more rice noodles, more soft. You eat one in one bite. You eat both type noodles with proteins. Really good. S tier for me. I would down to eat this every day. And then okay, next one. Let's do oh, this one. This is the only one with the pork blood, I think. Bánh canh cua, aka thick crab noodle soup. Where would I put this? I think I would put this maybe A tier. I'm hesitating like between A tiers or B tier. The reason is Hổ bánh canh cua, protein choice, S tier. As you can see, crab, like usually the expensive one, expensive restaurants, they give you like a whole claws of the crab paste, and then on top of that they have crab paste, they have fish ball, or is it lobster ball, and then they also have pork blood with it. And then for the soups, is not the typical soups that you know at all. The soup is very thick. It's not like watery that you can just slurp it up. The soup is like a same texture as I guess gravy. Okay, the taste definitely not the same as gravy, but the texture is gravy. Is that thick, and it's also tastes very crab like taste, because yes, the whole name is crab. You have also you can squeeze a little of lemons over the bowl, and you eat it with for spiciness. You also with satay, but I think without the satay, some people find it a little bit of spicy in there too already, because the soup itself is spicy. You can eat it with satay, or maybe a couple slices of chilies. You can slice your own chilies and put on there. Tastes perfect. The reason why I put it in A tier. Oh, actually, damn it, I'm hesitating. A tier or B tier? Would I get it once or twice every week? No, actually, sorry. I will downgrade this into B tier. The reason why I put it in B tier is because the noodle type. The noodle types is the same as mm, uh same as like udons. The noodles is really thick. Uh, I don't know if you guys like thick noodles or thin noodles, but earlier I said I prefer more like thin noodles. So I don't like thick noodles, but for this crab paste soup, they always use thick rice noodles. And sometimes, yes, sometimes I just find it weird to chew like a thick noodles in my mouth. And yes, I just hate that feelings. The textures, not my favorite. But everything else, the soups, S tier. Protein choice, S tier. Uh, meat to vegetable ratios, definitely S tier. Because you don't see a strings of vegetables in that image. Because usually in Vietnam, when you eat a dish, like a noodle soup dish, you have you know, the vegetables on the side. Like they have like the server will give you a separate dish for noodles. I mean separate dish for vegetables like bean sprout or like uh I don't know like some type of vegetables on there. It's kind of forgot. And then lemons on that dish too, and jalapenos too. Yes. But the only reason I put in BT is because of I think the noodle type, and also yeah the soup type too. Even though the soup is good, but eating that too often, I think I would get tired of it because the soup is too thick. So not a fan of that. Yeah, if I eat too much, once in a while I eat. I'm down to get it, but too much, it just get bored of it. Have you guys ever tried? No, I don't know if you guys ever tried this, but how many dish on here that you so far that I rank that you guys try? Not sure if hopefully I am introducing to you guys some new Vietnamese cuisine too. Because I love it when I'm able to show other cultures, the Vietnamese cultures. Just kind of want people to know that there are more food, Vietnamese food, than just banh mi and pho. So maybe next time when I bring my friend to go out, I have him try something new. Okay. Let's move on. I think we rank a little bit of too much Vietnamese for the last couple of turns. Let's do um let's do Japanese. Let's do what's this? I think this is tonkotsu ramen or pork bones ramen. Pork bone ramen. I think this is it's okay. I think it's good. I think it's A tier. I think I give it A tier. The reason why I give it A tier is because it's really convenient. Ramen is like what's it called? Comfort food. Yes. You don't need a lot of work when eating this. You can eat it just like, an instant ramen bowl, right? But a little bit more fancy with the meat inside. Meat wise, protein wise, okay, I think this is applied for all the ramens. But I think the protein is a little bit on the lesser side of things. Like every time I go out for like a ramen, they give me like I don't know two is minimum, and like maximum maybe like 4 slices of pork, right? Very thin slice too. And then the egg, with some mushrooms on there. Everything's on here. I like it. I think the meat to vegetable ratio is perfect, 50-50. But I don't like the fact that it has bean sprouts on here. I hate bean sprouts. That's why I don't think it's deserving to be an S. But I don't think it deserves to be a B tier too. Because, just, most I like 99% of the dish, but I only hate the fact that it has bean sprout in there. So I think it feels unfair to put it into B tier. So I think it deserves to be A tier. Soup wise, for the pork broth, tastes wonderful. It's not too salty. I think I just taste perfect. I also like the fact that it has mushroom on there too. So, and bamboo stick too. Yeah, it's like funny to chew. But uniqueness, I think unique wise, nothing too special about this. Everybody know about ramen. Nothing. I guess the soups could be the most unique aspect of the dish, but otherwise on that, uniqueness level is like 0 on all the ramens. Nothing, protein choice too. Nothing too special. Since we're ranking ramens, let's move on with shoyu ramens. Shoyu ramens, which is soy sauce. Soy sauce, still ramen, same dish, but soy sauce base. For the soups, it's like soy sauce and broth mixed together. Definitely not my favorite. Because of the soups. So I think it's deserved a B tier. Whenever I go to a ramen restaurant, I wouldn't get soyu ramens over like, miso ramens or, tonkotsu ramens. It just tastes, I don't know, a little bit too salty for me. For ramen, so B tier. But everything else tastes good. Similar to tonkotsu ramens, because it's basically the same dish, just different soups. Okay, the last ramen is miso ramen. You guys already know, miso is one of the traditional Japanese, I guess, paste or soup. I think it's also deserves a B tier. Miso tastes good, but me personally, I don't like the taste of miso that much. So usually when I go to a ramen restaurant, you only get like tonkotsu ramen. It tastes, I like the soup the most, basically. The other two soup is like, whatever. I get it a couple times to try maybe. Yeah. Actually, maybe the miso ramen is actually even below the B tier. Because I kind of remember the last time I get miso ramen. Yeah, not my favorite. Yeah, I would rather get like maybe soyu over miso too. Okay. Let's move on to the dish that we had it in S tier, which is earlier I said hủ tiếu Nam Vang. Yes, that's the traditional one with soup. But they won with no soup. There's another dish, same dish but with no soup. They have sauce. They're all like mixture of sauce, right? So the sauce is similar to the texture-wise similar to black bean sauce, but very little. You don't dribble the sauce all over the noodles. You only have like a really small portion of sauce, and you pour it into the noodles of the rice noodles and the egg noodles. You mix it up to make it a little bit wet, but not to the point where it's like super, saucy, right? And then the protein choice, the same: pork, shrimp, quail eggs, pork intestine. But the reason why I put it in S tier is because it just everything just works so well together. And also, there's no vegetable in here too. Everything just works so well together. And if you are thirsty because it is a dry noodle dish, there's there's even the soup that's supposed to go in it in the traditional hotel minam bang. They have it on the side, like there's still soup, but it's on the side. The restaurant will give you that when you order. Now you cannot eat like this hotel minam bang, the dry one, without the soups. Just go with it, yeah. So that's why I put an S tier. Basically same dish, but the dry version of it still good, still my favorite. Would definitely eat it every day. Okay, I think let's take a water break first. I've been talking for a long time, but how are you guys doing so far? Hopefully, you guys able to learn something new about some of the dish. How many dish on here? Noodle dish that you guys tried before, or would like to try, you're interested to try after I introduced to you guys. Ooh, that water tastes good. Okay. Next one, I think I will give the let's rank this one. It's called miso yang, which is crispy fried noodles. Uniqueness, I think uniqueness is 10 out of 10. Crispy fried noodles, like I don't know if you guys ever do this, but you guys ever like, take like I don't know, your instant ramen, instant noodles, and then when you were a kid, you break it off, and then you eat it raw. And then I don't know, my parents used to yell at me too, like, "Oh, you might get like a stomach ache eating raw instant noodle like that, stuff like that." But basically, this dish they fry the noodle up, really crispy, and then they pour sauce over it. And then in the sauce, they have a lot of proteins in there, like meat, shrimp, but also lots of other vegetables like mushrooms, and what's this? Corns. Not sure like what was it in English, but a lot of mushrooms. The biggest point deduction for this dish is the vegetables to meat ratios. There are too many vegetables in the sauce for this dish. If you are not a vegetable lover, then you technically only eat like sauce and maybe like I don't know, a couple slices of proteins in there, because like the heroes of this dish is like the mixture of everything. Noodles, the crispy noodles, the vegetables, the sauce, and the proteins. Like the protein is not the star. The protein is just a side thing. The sauce texture wise, very very dense. Think of it like I don't know, gravy, or a little bit denser than that too. But the reason I want to put it, I didn't put it in C. I think I put it in. Actually, yeah, I put it in C. Yeah, too much vegetable for me. And when you eat, at least when you eat it, it's not that messy because there's no sauce, right? The only messy thing is like the crispy noodles when you break it off. It might, go everywhere because it's crispy noodles. Yeah, but uniqueness, definitely uniqueness is on there on top. It's just not for me. The cons for this dish just outweigh the pros. Too much vegetables. Okay, let's move on to I guess talking about uniqueness. Uh, Boom Up, aka snails noodle soup. I think the snail used in here is the whelk, WHELK, whelk. That's also my favorite type of snail too. But I think there's you can use other type of snails too for this dish. I think I would put it in definitely B tier. Yeah, B tier. Down to get it a couple times per month because the soups is similar to bún riêu. But also, I like the protein a lot. I like snails. Sea snails is one of my favorite protein. Probably the favorite protein out there. I love seafood, so that's why I have this dish over bún riêu. What make it what make it B tier is because it's tomatoes again. Yes, I hate tomatoes, but for this dish, as you can see, it just has too much tomatoes in there. Tomato too big too, big slice. But otherwise, I think it's deserved to be the B tier. What else? Oh, uniqueness. Yes, super unique. I think I already said that. Messy to eat it or not. Definitely super messy. I think because you can see the soup, it has color in there. So, yeah, well, if you get it on your clothes, and it seems like, white color, I think you might be cooked. Also, you don't need any sauce for this too. The soup itself is perfect. Alright. Okay, next one. Let's do japchae. Japchae, which is what's it called? I think the Korean sweet potato glass noodles. Japchae. That's a good C. Oh, wait, what? You talking about japchae? Which other dish? Or I didn't rate japchae yet. I just bring it up to the tier list, but what? But for japchae, I think I would put it. I guess I put it in C tiers. After a couple of months, I would get it to change it up taste bud. Pansit. Which one? Oh, down here? You're talking about like I don't think I haven't rated any pansit yet. This is bún riêu. This is what is it? Taiwanese beef noodle soup, miso soups. This is crispy fried noodles, and then this japchae. I don't think I haven't. Oh, no. I haven't. Yeah, I don't think I have. I didn't rate any pansit. Yeah, do I even have pansit on here? I don't think I ever tried it before. So, but this is japchae or the Korean glass noodles. Right. So, I would put it for the Korean glass noodles. I definitely put it in C tiers. The reason, it has no protein in there. It barely have any protein in there. Whenever I order like a japchae at a Korean restaurant, most of the dish is vegetables, carrot, mushrooms, green onions, and most of them are noodles. There's just no protein in there. So I think it deserves to be a C tier. It is good. The noodle is good, but I think I only get it after months in order to change up the taste bud a little bit, right? I wouldn't go out my way to try it like, too often because I don't think I never find myself crave for japchae. Hey, no, Mar. I did rate Filipino food. Guess what I put in S tier? Palabok. Palabok is one of my favorite noodle dish. Even though, there are friends of mine that don't like palabok, they say they're too bland. But for me, every time I go to Jollibee's, I get palaboks. What? The name is Palabox, no? Palabok? Palabok? But that's what I said hard. But you know, if if the if the Palabok at Jollibee's is already good for me, and I got it every time I eat there, and it has like no, it's not even like a, it's more like a fast food Palabok type, right? I don't think it's like the actual authentic Palabok, because like there's no protein on there. I think it usually have like shrimps on there or something according to the image. But I usually eat with like the fried chicken at Jollibee's. But this, even with that, I love it already. And I think it would make a fire, leftover, a fire midnight meal to eat. So that's why I put it in S tier. I think I would able to eat every day. Because like, whenever I go to Jollibee's, I bought like the family pack with the the big plate of palabok, and I just eat it over the week, like 7 days. I just kind of divide it into like, portions. Thank you. The background music is free on this. I think this, I have the credits on there. But yep. Thank you. Okay, what were I talking? Oh, japchae. Let's go back to japchae. Japchae, C tiers because there's no protein. Noodle type. It's not even my favorite noodle type. I like rice noodles. I like egg noodles, right? I don't like glass noodles. I don't like. This is called like what, sweet potato noodles. I tried a couple times. Nothing too surprised. That's why I don't think I would find myself to get it too often. Uniqueness. Oh, I gotta give it to it though. For uniqueness, I think name wise, I think it's probably S tier for uniqueness. Name wise, japchae, I think it has its own unique name compared to like, I don't know, beef noodle soup. For Taiwanese beef noodle soup, the names is not very unique, but japchae, very unique names. For the dish wise, I think dish wise is nothing unique. Dish wise, just like, I think just stir fry noodles with vegetables. So C tier for me for this one. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's rate. Let's do some wonton. Let's rate. Was it mì hoàn thánh, aka wonton noodle soup. What I would wonton? I think wonton noodle soups. I think I would put it in B tier. Okay, I have no hatreds against wonton noodle soups. I just think it's too basic. I like to get something, more unique. Uniqueness and unpopular dish is my two, my favorite things. Like even watching anime, I like underground anime. I don't like mainstream one. But for wonton noodle soup, what is so special about this? You can get wontons outside. Like wonton itself is a dish already. You can get fried wontons. You can wonton by itself. It's just wonton add on into an egg noodle soups, and with some, bok choy. Is it vegetables or like green onion in there? Nothing too special. Maybe shrimp there too. But I think it's decent. I think I would get it a couple of times per month. I see myself getting that. I see myself maybe crave for it. occasionally I would crave it, so that's why I put B tier. I don't think it's on par with like pho or black bean noodles to deserve to be an A tier, so that's why I put in B tier. Yeah. The messy to eat, definitely not messy to eat. If the name of beef noodles was the Mandarin names New Romian, would it be unique? I think for the names, for uniqueness or not, it has to be well known too. Yeah, yes, the beef noodle soup might have the Mandarin names in Taiwan, but the whole world, right? The whole world know of the dish as beef noodle soups. So that's why I would go with that name, because like for example, for pho, the whole world know about pho, so I would go with that name. Yeah, could a dish can have like different names, could different dialect too, because like some dish in Vietnam have depending on where you live, different dialect, they have different names too, but I would pick the most popular name to the rest of the world to judge on. So yeah, I don't know, like whoever popularized the Taiwanese beef noodle soups, it using the beef noodle soups, hey, I think he need to pick a better name. So yeah, for the translations. So not sure. Like I guess the first person who make it open a restaurant for or name it in English. I don't know why they name it beef noodle soups. Fan Tuan? Oh. Wait, what is Fan Tuan? Never have that dish before, I babe. Oh, is it Fan Tuan? Let me look it up real quick. Oh, I see. Oh, I actually never. It's the fried rice burrito. Oh, I see. I never had this before. It look good though. They what they call it, rice burrito? Oh, yeah, definitely. I see that. I see the names, the mistake on giving it the name there. Fonton is definitely, if they use Fonton, is definitely more unique than rice burritos. I'm not sure why they popularize it using rice burritos, or maybe who knows? Could be because English speakers just usually compare the dish with something they knew. Like, oh, it looked like a rice burritos because it's like in a burrito shapes, but outside is rice instead of tortilla. So rice burritos. Yeah, make it more. Yeah. Makes sense. But okay, let's move on. What was I judging again? I think. I just finished judging wonton soup, right? Okay, next one. I think I do. Do you have any American? Okay, I don't know any American dish on there. I guess American is like Shin or Budak, I guess. But Italian, definitely not. No Italian on there, because I was thinking of like judging like Alfredos, chicken Alfredos or spaghetti last night. But I don't think I have enough experience on Italian dish in order to judge it, because I never really have an authentic Italian noodle dish to actually give a correct opinions on it, I think. And I only ever got chicken Alfredos like once. So I figured that maybe not ranking it would be a better choice here. Spaghetti? Yeah, spaghetti too. Like spaghetti wise, I only get Jollibee's and home cooked spaghetti. I never got Olive Garden too. I know that's like more American based, you know, noodle pasta spot. But I never tried Olive Garden too, so I don't think I know the authentic taste of a spaghetti. It's only like, you know, home cook that fit to my taste. And also, you know, spaghetti at Jollibee, I don't think it's like even on par with like Italian spaghetti. It's more like, I think it's more on like, you know, street food spaghettis, I guess. Because I see people saying it's like the sauce too sweet. Okay, yeah. Makes sense, yeah. The dish I have on here are like more of a authentic one. Yeah. Okay. I think let's move on to something an S tier one that I haven't put in here. Mì Quảng. S tier, this is a Vietnamese dish that I put on S tier because it's unique wise. I bet y'all never heard of Mì Quảng. English names, give me 1 second, guys. Translation wise, okay, I guess translation wise is like the noodle wise. The noodle is egg noodles, but it's flat. It's not, yeah, it's flat noodles. Soups. The soup is not the star of the show. The soup is like a add-on. You don't. The soup is really little for this dish. I think you only put the soup like to maybe like 1/3 of the bowl. In order to mix up. The whole point of the soup in this dish is to have the noodle wet, a little bit wet only. You don't even slurp up the soup. But the protein is shrimp, meat, pork specifically, with I think quail egg. And then what makes it so unique is you eat it with Vietnamese rice cracker. Or bánh tráng. Yeah, bánh đa. You know, like the one, I don't know, like rice paper, but like you know, the crispy one, the fried it up. Not sure what's in English, but the name is called bánh đa. You know, BANH and then space and DA, bánh đa. You know, when you eat this, you eat the noodles, you eat the protein, and then after you chew a couple of times, you bite the crispy rice paper, and then it just tastes really good. It just, everything just mixed together really well. Oh, welcome back, Mar. So what should you eat for next bike videos? Some Vietnamese food, something that you never tried before, maybe. Just saying. Hủ tiếu? Yeah. Have you ever tried hủ tiếu? Or I guess hủ tiếu or yeah, I guess just hủ tiếu, cause I think you don't really like seafood like that, huh? I was thinking of like some bánh canh cua or like the crab paste noodle too, but is it hot? I'll talk about the dish. Oh, down for crab? Yeah, then definitely try. If you want, try bánh canh cua, or is English name is like thick crab noodle soup. Is this one? It's you know, the main thing is the crab and crab meat on top of like the thick rice noodle. You know, there's all other topping too, like pork bloods or intestine, but depending on the spot, that might not be add-ons. Or you can also request like, oh, you know, you request the restaurant to not put, you know, pork bloods or, you know, topping that you don't like. But the main star of the dish is crab. The crab meats and then crab claw with the thick crab. The soup just tastes like a little bit of crappy in there too, because the whole the whole dish basically crab flavors. Yeah. Definitely. Pork blood. Well, for me, pork blood is good. It's a good when you eat it with like everything, in the noodles. I think it's mixed really well together. So definitely, maybe give it a try. I know it can be disgusting to some other people, but maybe you like it. Who knows, man? Yeah, you never know. You don't try it. Yeah. But I was ranking one of my another S tier foods that I would eat every day called mi wang. Miquang. Mi wang. Definitely if you ever try. Okay, if you find a Vietnamese restaurant that sell mi wang, please try it. This is one of like the most underground Vietnamese dish outside Vietnam. I think it deserves more recognitions. Like, you ever see any noodle dish that eat with rice cracker? No, like, this dish is just they have soups, but the soup is really limited. Like the star of the show is the protein, which is shrimp or pork, shrimp and pork mixed on the same bowl, and then the flat egg noodles with the rice cracker. You put everything in your mouth at once, and then it just like tastes like heavens in there. Definitely give it a try if you ever come across mi wang. Okay, mi wang, Miquang. Okay, let's rank the next one. I think chow mein. Okay, chow mein. I think chow mein is like a C tier. Yeah. Is there any curry noodle dish from Vietnam? Oh yes, from Vietnam. No, there is actually no like officials curry noodles. No, because Vietnamese curry, you usually eat with bánh mì. Vietnamese curry is more very liquidy. The curry is very liquidy compared to Japanese curry is more dense, right? Vietnamese curry soups is made from coconut drinks, is it? Coconut juice. Yeah, coconut juice. That's why it tastes very liquidy, and also I think you also add milk in there too. So it it tastes very fatty. Very fatty, because they have milk and coconut in there. And you eat with chickens. Vietnamese curry is only with chickens. So you eat with bánh mì, but you can also put rice noodles in there too. But it's not an official dish. The official dish is eat it with bánh mì. Yeah, but yeah, technically you can put rice noodle in there too. That's why I didn't put it on here, because it's more like the rice noodle into the curry is more like a homebrew kind of stuff. It's not the official, I think, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. For chow mein, I think I put it in C tier. Okay, chow mein, okay, it's good, but I think it just had the ratio for vegetables and meat. I think it's just the vegetable maybe a little bit more than meat, and I don't really like that. There's too much noodles, I think, and then the next thing is the vegetables. Maybe the vegetables maybe 60%, and then 40% is like meat. That's a ratio. Yeah, that's what I feel like every time I order chow mein. And then the meat itself is like small chunks of beef. It doesn't fill me up. Like I want to eat the proteins, but I don't want to eat noodles and vegetables. And too oily for me. I think chow mein is too oily for me. I don't see myself getting this too often. The last time I get chow mein is probably like more than 3 months ago, or even more. I don't find myself crave chow mein. Between chow mein and fried rice in a Chinese restaurant, I would rather get fried rice. Uniqueness, very unique for name wise. I think the name wise, chow mein is a very unique names. It's very catchy too, easy to pronounce. Chow mein. I give an S tier for the names, whoever name it, and whoever popularized it too. You know, it's just some. It's not like, you know, Chinese stir-fried noodles or something like that. But chow mein, very unique name. I like that. Is it messy to eat or not? I don't think it's messy to eat. Luckily, because there's no soups, but the noodle itself very oily. So if you ever drop it in your shirt, like the noodle itself, that might be a bad thing. But if you're careful, I don't think it's messy to eat at all. Yeah, but also noodle type is a little bit too big for me. I'm not a fan of the chow mein noodle too. Okay, next one. Let's do some pad thai. I think I never really ranked pad thai, huh? Okay, for pad thai, I think, dang it. I tried once so far, and I doesn't plan to try it ever again. This is the second D tier dish that I put on here. Why? I hate bean sprout. And what is in pad thai? Bean sprout everywhere, and also other vegetable in there too. Like, and then the protein is even less recognizable compared to chow mein. So like, you know, I'm eating just a bunch of vegetables and the noodles in this dish. So I never find myself crave for like pad thai before, like never. Like maybe, okay, if somebody got pad thai and I have some left over, and then, you know, I would eat it if I'm hungry, you know, at home. But like I would like get the noodles and get the proteins only. I never get like the you know, I always put the bean sprout side. And I don't think, you know, if I do that, I don't think it deserves to be, you know, a high tier at all, because if I don't like the whole dish as the whole, you know, I don't think it deserves to be high tier. A high tier dish is like, you know, A or B. Like I would eat everything. Like, you know, in the S and A tier dish, I would eat everything in the dish. Vegetable wise too. Vegetable option, I eat everything. But like a lower tier one, the vegetable choice or the ratio of vegetables to meats too much. So okay. Let's okay, I think I might just put the Shin Ramyeon and Budak into like maybe B tier. B tier. You know, it's nothing too crazy, right? It's a comfort food. It's convenient to have at your home. You're hungry at night, boom. You can cook up your own you cook up your Shin Ramyeon for, you know, after 3 minutes. You can put in like, I don't know, some protein of your choice, leftover meat or sausage or whatever, or put an egg in there too. Bodak, spicy ramen, right? You know, if you're more of a dry noodle guy, and then this noodle is perfect for you. You know, you cook it up. You're a spicy guy. You can control the spicy level of this too, depending on how much sauce you put in there. And with the brand, they have like a bunch of other flavor too, like cheese, I don't know, cheddars. Like I forgot the other one, but there's like 7 other flavor too. So I think it deserves to be a B tier. And definitely I would get it over the dish I put in C tier too, because it's more like, you know, comfort food. So okay, let's move on to, I think this is the Malaysian one. The only Malaysian dish I have on here. What is it called? Uh, laksa, 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 coconut curry noodle soups, Southeast Asian styles. Okay, I put in D tiers. The third dish on D tier. Yeah, have you ever tried laksa before? Seem like you did, so that's why you said ooh, I am babe. But I tried laksa for the first times, like maybe like I don't know 5 months ago, at the nearby Southeast Asian restaurant. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now you just remind me that the soups is very the soup is the soup the Vietnamese curry, the Vietnamese curry soups and the laksa soups is very similar. They both cook from coconut juice, and it's like coconut curry noodle soup. But for some reasons, for laksa, the flavor is just more bland than the one in the Vietnamese curry that I usually have in Vietnam. If it's for me, maybe I have some bias, but I would rather pick the Vietnamese curry soups. And also, yeah, maybe. I never have cow pun before, so. But yeah. But when I tried this for the first time, I don't know. It just protein wise, you can have like a lot of stuff in there. Like the one when I got it, it's like seafood, so it's have like mussel, shrimp, squid, mussel, shrimp, and squid. But the vegetable choice on there too. I think you have bean sprout and some other vegetable choice that they cut it up into like small pieces, and I don't like it. I didn't really enjoy eating the dish. The noodle is rice noodles, but very thin, like thinner than bún riêu too. Like yeah, thinner than like maybe like as thin as like palabok noodles. Yeah, like those type of noodles, right? Very thin. But like the whole dish of laksa is just like really not fit my taste. So I think it just deserves a D tier. I never want to try. I doesn't crave to try it again. The restaurant that I usually go to that sell this is really near my place, and every time I go there, I only get like fried rice or like other rice dish, but never get the coconut curry noodle soups from the Malaysians restaurant ever again. Yeah, it just doesn't really fit me. Okay, let's talk about this is, let's see, I think this is, what's it? Well, I just having some brain fart right now. Jellyfish. Yes, just suddenly forgot the protein. I think this is called bún sứa or jellyfish noodle soup. Okay, honestly, to be real, guys, I never tried jellyfish before, but I think this dish would taste fire. I think it deserves a actually, I don't know, because I think I put a C tier for now. The only reason I put this on here is because I really want to try jellyfish. It's a delicacy in Vietnam, right? And every time I watch like a mukbanger eating jellyfish, it just looks so yummy. Like, it's crispy. Oh, like around 7 more dishes. Fast food? I think about it. Maybe. I'm finding really fun, like having a fun time ranking these food. Maybe I already did a noodle dish ranking, so obviously I must do a rice dish ranking, right? Fried rice or white rice with a side of whatever protein on the side too. But what rice? I think it's wood rice is like a lesser dish out there, but I I will see what I can come up with. But I'm having a lot of fun with ranking these dishes. Yeah. No, no. Yes, I love desserts. I know I have a sweet tooth. I just like dessert a lot, and there are definitely a lot of desserts from Vietnam that I want to introduce you guys. Like a lot of cake. Like not an actual cake, but like a small treat from Vietnam, from across the regions. Uh, so I definitely do like a sweet ranking in the future too. Drink. Yep. I think I would rank drink too. I try a lot of drink. I'm not a basic guy. I'm more of a adventurous guy. I usually try different type of drink like alcohol, sparkling drinks, sparkling waters, or juice or whatever. A different brand too. Whenever I go to Costco, I always try to look on their drink area. I always look around to see like, oh, let's see what kind of drink they have this time. I'm like always excited to see new drink that they have in Costco, so I can buy it and like give it a try at home. Yeah, definitely those are good ideas. I will note it down for future streams. But okay, let's go back to the ranking. So I was ranking jellyfish noodle soup. I think for now it is safe to put it in C tier, because most of mukbanger I see in Asia eat jellyfish so just so delicious. I think I'll just put it in here just so you guys can see it. My model is kind of blocked on the right side, but jellyfish, I heard from the mukbangers, it tastes nothing. It had no taste. The only thing that make it good is the texture. It's crispy. It's like you chewing jelly, but like a little bit firmer than jelly. Like crispy like that. I guess the most similar thing I can think of is like chicken cartilags or cartilags. Yes, like that kind of crispy. But I would definitely want down to give this a try. I don't have much personal opinions on this dish because I never really tried it. I just put it on here because it looked very yummy too. Okay, the next one is called bún bún mọc. I think this is the one. Bún mọc. Okay, honestly, guys, I think I put D tier with this one. Okay, bún mọc is basically Vietnamese rice noodle dish with a different type of fish ball and pork on there. As you can see, pork and then mushroom, and kind of forgot what is the English, but it's called chả lụa. The reason why I put it just in D tier is because it tastes really light. Okay, like very light. It's like damn near very bland too. Like you eat with fish sauce. You can see like there's a fish sauce fish sauce is right there on the top right corner. So I got this. I think I got this like a long time ago, and I never find myself crave for this. It's just there are better dish that's similar to bún mọc or pork meatball noodle soup in English that I would rather try. Uniqueness is like damn near zero. There's nothing unique about this. It's like super duper underground. Like even me, I forgot about this dish. Like even for Vietnamese, I think this dish is like not very popular. I think maybe for the older peoples, but I think nowadays this pork meatball noodle soup, just very very basic. I think you can even make this at home. It doesn't need to like go to a restaurant or anything. Just the ingredients really easy. That's why I put it down here. But if you're like if you're a person who like bland soups, then I guess you can give it a try. But I would definitely not recommend this. Uh, okay, next one. I think hmm, Ming Lung Il glass noodle soup. What I would put this to? I would put this to C tier. Oh, wait, what? Oh, there we go. This one. I would put this into C tier because I love eel. Okay, like not Vietnamese eel. Like hey, for some reason, eel in Vietnam and eel in Japan, or unagi, very different. Eel in Japan is like flat, no bones, and I think it's usually only like usually the one dish with eat it over rice. But eel in Vietnam, they make it so that you can fry it, you can grill it, you can eat it with soups. Yes, like this. With glass noodle soup. So I think the reason why I have it C tier is because sadly the choice of noodles is glass noodles, and I hate glass noodles. It's just so difficult to chew, and it's just really it's just kind of I don't know, the con just defeated the whole pros of the protein. The protein's S tier. There's no vegetables on here too, so it's perfect. You eat usually the side dish you eat it with like a fried dough, or you tiao. It's everything's perfect until the noodles, which is basically the main points of the dish. Just not the right noodles. Maybe if it's another type of noodles, then maybe it's B tier. But sadly, C tier for me for eel glass noodle soup. Okay, let's move on with. I think this is sukiyaki. This is Japanese. Sukiyaki, or AKA like a more sweet, I guess more like a sweet Japanese type of dish. I tried this like one time. Before trying it, I thought it tastes so good. Like, oh my god, this is what I see on anime, sukiyaki. They always have this during the winter anime over the futon. But like, after I tried it, like, what's so special about this? The soup is bland. The nothing too special about this. The only thing that's special is, I guess, the name sukiyaki. I guess, yeah. Very very unique. Not a lot of restaurants sell this over here too, by the way. Like, so far only found one Japanese restaurant that sell this. So I think noodle choice is depend. Usually when I got it, you eat it with udon. So I think it's even the noodle choice, udon is not my favorite too. So I don't find myself brave to try this again. But I don't mind if anybody give it to me. I don't mind eat it again. It's okay. The vegetable choice was okay too. They have tofu, they have mushrooms, they have cabbage in there. All those vegetables are my I guess top tier vegetable that I eat. But otherwise, I don't think myself I would go out my way to buy this. Also, it's very expensive too. Like the one I got, the sukiyaki dish, is like $60. Even though they have like rice on the side too, like rice and onsen egg. Onsen eggs are basically egg that they cook but like the egg yolk is still very runny. And then they have a tempura vegetable too, so to eat with the rice. Yeah. Okay. Let's do mì cay 7 cấp độ, aka level 7 spicy instant noodles. I think this deserves to be A tier. Because the choice of proteins is my favorite. What? Shrimp, fishball, mushroom, broccoli, squid. Yes, all my favorite. And then the noodle type too is ramen. I love ramen. Those type of noodles, I love it. The soup wise, I think it tastes very flavorful too. And like I said, think of Dave chicken. That's like Dave hot chicken. Dave hot chicken have different level of spiciness, right? This is the same thing, but for soup. You can order the restaurant to, oh, I want level 7 spiciness, which is like the highest level. You think of it like, oh, like you're sweating, you breathing, you know, your tongue is out. That is level 7, right? So, for those who like spicy food, recommend to get this. The reason why I don't put it in S is because I don't think it's I don't like to eat spicy food every day. You know, I think it's bad for my health. I get acne. You know, it's just bad for my guts. So that's why I put it in A. You know, once or twice every week. Not bad. I don't see myself getting tired of this. Okay. Next one is hủ tiếu mực. Basically hủ tiếu Nam Vang, but basically the main protein is squid. I think it's B tier. Okay, even though it's good, but it's just not very unique. I think I like the noodles, I like the soup. I think the soup, because it's cooked with squid, it may taste a little bit, you know, seafood, that seafood feeling, the seafood taste is maybe there, right? So that's why I put it in B tier and not A tier. I don't see myself eating, you know, this dish once or twice every week. Maybe down to get a couple times per month, but every week I might probably get bored of it because the protein choice is so simple. Uniqueness, there's no uniqueness in here. Just rice noodles, soup, and squid. And I think you eat it all. It's very the soup flavor very light too. You eat it with fish sauce. Okay, down to the last 5. Actually, technically the last 4, but this is I have phở in here. This is phở đặc biệt của phở bò. I guess I put it in A tier too. It's basically the same thing as the one next to it, but this is more like a mixture one. The one next to it is the meatball one, meatball phở. Okay, 4. Let's do an S tier one. Mì vịt tiềm. Mì vịt tiềm, aka braised duck egg noodle. Uniqueness, sadly, 0. There is nothing special about this. Protein wise, S tier. Braised duck tastes just so good. Like the skin, the meat, it just tastes really good. I don't know, if you never try it, you should definitely give it a try. I think I can eat mì tiềm or braised duck noodle soups every day. But sadly, if you don't cook it right, the soup might get what does that taste like? May get bitter, because, you know, I think it's originated from China too. Like the dish is Chinese inspired by the Chinese cuisine. So only if it's cooked right, it tastes perfect. Sadly, the vegetable choice is bok choy, and mushrooms. Mushroom is okay, but I don't like bok choy that much, so I guess that's a minus. But the pros outweigh the con. Everything else here perfect. I can't just leave the bok choy on the side too. Okay, last three. This is yakisoba. I think it's C tier. Actually, D tier. I never find myself crave for yakisoba. I think it's pretty. This one is quick. Barely any proteins. Too much vegetable. Nothing special about this. Just basically stir-fried noodles. I don't find myself eating yakisoba. Out of my way. So, yes, D tier for me. I tried it a couple times. I tried it once, and I'm not planning to try it again. Only if if somebody offered it to me for free, then yeah, sure, I eat it. But I don't see myself spending my own money to buy it. Okay, the last two. Bún thịt nướng. Bún thịt nướng. I think this would deserve. I think this deserve to be an S tier. This is bún thịt nướng, aka grilled pork vermicelli bowl. It has what? Fried spring roll on there with grilled pork. It eats with cucumbers and the Vietnamese soury topping with the carrots and daikon. The sour. I can eat every, and then down there is like cabbage, like diced cabbage. I can't eat every single thing on here. It tastes perfectly. Everything tastes wonderful together. I find myself, I think I can eat it every day. And you eat with fish sauce too. And I love fish sauce. Vietnamese. I love the fish sauce. So I think it's S tier. S tier. I don't know if you guys. I think you guys probably heard of this dish too. It's also one of the popular dish that you guys might come over. Might see it on the Vietnamese menu. But yeah, that's my opinions on bún thịt nướng. What about you guys? Okay, and we are finally here. The last dish. Okay, let me tell you guys, I did not save this dish for the last because anything special, I just go randomly. This is Pat C Il. I might mess up that names, but the English name is soy sauce white noodle. I think this is Thai food. I think I would get it a couple of times. After a couple of months, I would get it. Oh, actually, no. I think I would get it. Nah. I'll probably see it here. After a couple of months, I would get it to change up the taste bud because the I like the egg noodles, the flat one. The flat egg noodles taste really good. And from the picture too, it seems like the choice of protein is more like a sliced beef, and they give you a good amount too. And then the vegetable is broccoli, which is eatable for me. It's not my favorites, but I eat it. So I think altogether this dish is a C tier. Deserve to be C tier. It's definitely not deserved to be picked over fried crispy noodles or like bún riêu. I definitely probably pick bún riêu in the same category. This one over pad see ew or soy sauce white noodles from Thailand. But okay, so yes, this is we completed, guys. This is all the dish that I have for today. I don't know. Hopefully I'm able to introduce some of the new noodle dish to you guys. Please, for the S tier, for this S tier dish that I have, if you never tried before, I definitely recommend you to give it a try in the future if you ever visit like a Vietnamese restaurant
or I don't know, in the areas, or travel to Vietnam. I guess if I had to give you guys one dish that I really want you guys to try it, gonna be mi wang. Please try mi wang. This one. Uh, it's just it's just like one of my favorite food. I think in the ST category, mi wang gonna be like number one. Mi wang is number one, and then mi Thames is second one. Hủ tiếu, hủ tiếu Nam Vang is third one, and then probably the soup hủ tiếu Nam Vang one is the third one. Fourth one is the dry one. Fifth one is I think bún bò Huế. Bún bò Huế is fifth ranking on the S tier. And then the vermicelli bowl is second to last, and then sadly, I think balabak is the last one. Palabok is probably my least favorite S tier dish in here. Yep. But that's it, guys. That is the entire list that I got for today's streams. I hope you guys are able to like it. Thank you for those who came by and listened to me just yapping about different type of food. Not saying that different, but mostly Vietnamese food. Thank you for all the chatters in the chat. And hope to see some of you guys again tomorrow's I will be back playing Undertales. I think I'm like halfway done. I'm moving pretty slowly with the games because like I tend to just kind of yap with my chat a lot. So thank you guys. Thank you for everything. And have a nice rest of your day. Ranking these food make me hungry, so I'ma go and get myself something to eat. Bye guys. Bye. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, 2 p.m. PST.